freedom,
family,
world unity.
All these things and more will be discussed on this podcast.
Real stories, real people, real debates. On this podcast, we like to express our freedoms and talk about anything and everything goes.
Like freedom, family is important to us, and anybody that is listening, watching, or coming on the show as a guest star are all considered part of the greatest family to ever bless the solar system, the human race. No matter who you are, where you come from, you will always have a voice here on this podcast.
We like to flex our First Amendment, where all speeches and opinions are accepted for the right of freedom of speech. We have a saying we like to live by. Live life with eyes wide open. Being open-minded leads to true understanding of the world as it really is. Please, come, join us, and enjoy this experience as we embark on this journey of truth as we dismantle the subjective truth. I'm your host, Nick.
And I'm your co-host, Victoria.
And you're experiencing High Consciousness.
Disclaimer. Any and all information on topics presented to the best of all who is present in each episode's knowledge. The goal of this podcast is to bring people together and set the example we all wish to see in our everyday lives. Whether it's home life, education, politics, history, business, etc. Any and all subjects can and will be talked and peacefully debated about on this podcast. On debate episodes, there will be a set rules of debate that hosts and guests alike must follow. We ask that you, the audience, like we ask of our guests, in the comments to please try to keep the language as clean as possible. We are a podcast for entertainment as well as educational purposes. Here, we are all equal no matter what race, age, or gender. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Hi, y'all!
Hey, y'all! Welcome back to another episode of
High Consciousness. I'm your host, Nick.
And I'm your co-host, Victoria, and we are High Consciousness.
And today, we got a special guest today, Smokey.
What's up?
So, our special guest, Smokey, has come up on the show, and today we're going to be talking about America, a narrative history, 1.2 and a half, because we got through one little subsection with our friend Chris from MC Media last week on Thursday. So now we're going to be going over the Norwegian discoveries and a little bit of the Renaissance and how parts of geography had changed and a few other things.
And a recap on the last, half chapter of America. We got into the Argonauts and basically the mythos in Greek mythology about how ferrymen and untold lands, therefore it basically give the imagination that there's new lands to be found.
Typhus, who was the helmsman of the Argonauts, so it in the chapter it mentioned something about how Typhus and Thule would no longer be the ultimate or the rule anymore. So that would mean like the helmsman of the many ships that would go out with the explorers would lead them to the new lands of Thule, which Thule only meant unknown lands that were outside the barriers of the known world at that time.
Indeed. So, with that, we shall go ahead and hop in and finish off chapter 1.2 of America.
A Narrative History, 1984 edition.
Jumping right into the Norse discoveries. Norse discoveries of the 10th and 11th century are the earliest that can be verified. And even they dissolved into legend and stories that no doubt grew in the telling before they were written down centuries later in the saga of Eric the Red and the tale of the Greenlanders, like Eskimos.
So let's look at Eric the Red real quick, so that way we just got a little image here. This is the only one that I could really find, so that's a little image there for the people.
To the east, the Norsemen went island hopping across the North Atlantic to the west. Before 8800, they had reached the Faroes. The Faroe Islands, not Egypt, but the Faroe Islands spelled Faroes.
Which are like these little itty bitty islands somewhere. Oops. Faroe Islands. Yep. I guess
maps. Yeah, but some maps will give you a better description.
Yep. They're just these little islands right here, somewhere off the coast of.
I mean, we got the world map, so.
Oh, there we go. They're off the coast of Norway.
Oh. Okay.
Like right beside, like right under Iceland here. So the Norwegians would have gone from Norway to the Faroe Islands to Iceland to Greenland to Vinland. Yeah.
All right. In about AD 870, they conquered Iceland from Irish settlers, while other Vikings terrorized the coast of Europe. Around 985, an Icelander named Eric the Red colonized the west coast of an ice-bound island he deceptively called Greenland. So he basically conquered an island that was really icy, and then told all his peers and anyone else out thought he could he thought they could terrorize his land, and called it Iceland.
No, they
called it Greenland, and made him go over there
because it was all like just a Icelandic wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh yeah, Greenland, it's great, go on, and they get there and ice.
Mm-hmm.
Eric was the new world's first real estate booster. And about a year later, a trader named Bjarni Herjolfsson, Miss Green, yep.
So I'm gonna go pull up that picture real quick.
Bjarni Herjolfsson.
Bjarni Herjolfsson.
Bjarni Herjolfsson.
Which is this guy right here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bjarni right there.
Bjarni.
His name's
Bjarni. It sounds like Barney.
Bernie.
Just like with a fancy.
He's the Norwegian Bernie, all right.
Norwegian Barney. Fun fact, y'all. Your hostess, Tori, is 9% Norwegian. Woohoo! I'm 9% Viking.
Miss Greenland and sighted land beyond. Knowing of this, Leif Erikson, son of Eric the Red.
So, pull up Mr. Leif Erikson there.
Sailed out from Greenland about AD 1001 and sighted the coast of Helluland. Hello.
Hello. Like the Smiling Friends, Mr. Frog.
Hello.
Helluland.
Helluland. Known as Baffin Island.
The
Baffin Island. Markland, which is now Labrador. And Vinland, which is now known as Newfoundland.
So, no, not Faroe Island. There we go. So, Newfoundland and Labrador, right here. Right off the coast of Canada and the United States.
Where he settled for the winter. 3 attempts to colonize the site followed. One led by Leif's brother, Dovlad, about 1004 to 1005. Another by Thorfinn called Symphony.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thorfinn. I do have that picture of.
Mm-hmm.
Thorfinn! Apparently what the real Thorfinn used to look like.
Mm-hmm. About 1009 to 1010. Both abandoned after fierce attacks by natives they called Skraelings. In a third attempt about 1014, according to the tale of the Greenlanders.
Ooh, so I wonder if that's gonna be our season 3 for Vinland. Like once, like Thorfinn and Leif in Vinland.
That means that's not gonna be a happy ending for the anime that everyone wants.
Has it really been a happy ending for Thorfinn
Yes.
so far?
Yes.
I mean, well,
He
right
went
now.
He went to Vinland.
back
He
home.
just went to Vinland. He's living his life at Vinland.
He's at home. He actually he didn't see his sister that he hasn't seen in a while.
Well, yeah, it's a happy
And
ending for right now. But
even though he
like,
did
for
get his
everything
ass
else.
He got his ass whooped by his whole sister, but
But that's okay.
Yeah, his sister did whoop the crap out of him.
Gotta look away.
Don't look away.
No,
You
I
got
got to.
you got to endure it.
I got to. I gotta look away.
You got to endure it like the Vikings endured the natives.
They endured. Never mind.
According to the tale of the Greenlanders, this venture ended in gruesome tragedy.
See?
When Leif's demonic sister, Freydis, baited her jealous husband, Thorflad, into killing 2 of his associates. Freydis dispatched their women so that she could have their ships. After that, the colony was abandoned and the sagas told no more of Vinland. Until the 1960s, speculation have placed it as far south as Rhode Island or Chesapeake Bay. The riddle was not solved until 1963, when a Norwegian investigator uncovered the ruins of a number of Norse houses at Leonce Meadows on the northern coast of Newfoundland. This almost certainly was the Vinland of the sagas. The Norse discovery have an antiquarian interest, but they had no meaningful relation to later American history unless Columbus heard of them, which is doubtful. The Norsemen withdrew from North America in the face of hostile natives, and the Greenland colonies vanished mysteriously in the 15th century. Nowhere in Europe had the forces yet developed which would impel men to colonize and subdue the New World. So they came. So the Vikings, they came, and they got pushed off.
They came. They tried to colonize, and
The
then they
natives
got
said
their
no.
butts kicked.
Yeah, the natives said no
Mhm.
The
They got-
Vikings
they got
their
their eviction
butts
letters.
kicked
by
They
Native
got-
Americans.
by
got
Native
them.
Americans. That
Yeah.
makes me like, that brings a whole new, because like as we know, Vikings, they're like really fearsome like type kind of warriors, and we know natives are too, but the way that history would have Vikings seem, it's like they're the biggest bad bosses on the planet.
Yeah, but they weren't used to people fighting in the trees like that. You gotta realize American guys, they legitimately came on the lands, many arrows. Oh, it's time to go. We ain't going on this land.
You know what? Fair enough.
I mean, how would you feel? You got on the boat, got on land, all of a sudden 100 arrows just go straight to one dude. They're not in rapid fire. They're literally just all precisely shot at one person.
Like,
Yeah. So yeah, I would have done the same thing. Yep, we're not messing with this land. We're leaving.
bye.
There.
We came, we saw, we went. Bye.
Now with that, with the Norse discoveries, we now fast forward a little bit into time to the emergence of Europe. During the 5th century, from Ericsson to Columbus, Europe emerged slowly from the invasions, disorders, and weakness that had plagued it since the fall of Rome. In the 12th century, a time often called the High Middle Ages, Western Europe achieved comparative stability. The Age of Discovery, in turn, coincided with the opening of the modern period in European history. Indeed, the burst of energy with which Europe spread its power and culture around the world was the epoch-making force of modern times. The expansion of Europe derived from and in turn affected the particular patterns and institutions which distinguished modern times from the medieval. The revival of learning and the rise of the inquiry spirit, the rise of trade, towns and modern corporations, the decline of feudalism, and the rise of national states. The Protestant Reformation and the Catholic Counter-Reformation, and on the darker side, with old sins, greed, conquest, exploration, oppression, racism, and slavery, which quickly defiled the fancied innocence of the New Eden.
Yup, the New Eden being us over here in America.
Again, they got defiled.
We got defiled. Yep. Defiled with the sins of the old world.
The Renaissance geographic. For more than 2 centuries before Columbus, the mind of Europe quickened with the fledgling Renaissance, the rediscovery of ancient classics, the rebirth of secular learning, the spirit of inquiry, which of all of which spread the more rapidly after John Gutenberg's invention of movable types around 1440. Learned men of the 15th century held in almost reverential awe the authority of ancient learning, the most direct through, by no means the only contribution of equality to the age of discovery.
You mean equality?
No, antiquity.
Antiquity.
That's what I said from the first one.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. You ain't gonna give me this time.
I said equity.
Antiquity.
Antiquity.
The contribution of antiquity.
There we go.
Antiquity to the age of discovery was in geographics. As early as 6th century BC, the Pythagorean theorem.
You got this.
Wait,
You got this, and we're not now.
I saw that next word you're
The Pythagorean. The Pythagoreans. Yeah, see, you got me. So you got me going now. You got me going now. You want to talk about antiquity and stuff? It's like saying penis.
We won.
He said it. We won.
We won.
We won.
Gosh, you're
But
trying
no-
to be kid friendly here.
We are being kid friendly. Kids will laugh at
They
that.
say penis.
Especially when they're in school.
No,
They
look,
like it hard for the teacher.
especially. Oh man,
I'm done.
you gotta think about it.
You can take
They
it.
they experience what it is.
I'm gonna start crying if you don't keep
I'm
going.
like, hey, Miss Teacher, what's that between my legs?
What did he say?
Teacher's not complicated.
What did he say?
What did you say, young man? What's that between your legs? It's called a leg.
It's called a third leg.
It's called a tripod, alright?
It's called a walker. That's called my walker. My extended cane.
That's his my name, Mr. Walker.
I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. Oh my god, I can't.
It'll hold you up when you fall.
Stably? We don't know that. We ain't willing to try to test it.
Hell no. When this ain't like School of Rock with Jack Black when he was like, you gotta do cock push-ups. The cock push-ups.
And that was Tenacious D, by the way. That's not a kid-friendly show. Kid-friendly movie.
Oh my god, I can't.
But kids do play the penis game.
Believe in it. Believe in it.
I mean, who hasn't played the penis game in school, huh?
Not me. not in school.
So you never just screamed out the word penis, and whoever damn said the loudest.
that game.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's what y'all call it.
The penis game.
Because you gotta think about it. You're doing it. You're gonna say it in class. Penis.
Exactly. As loud as you can. So obnoxiously too.
Penis.
Our generation is so stupid.
Well, you got one group of Gabriel Glass because it was funny, right?
Funny, huh?
But it was funny though, right?
It was funny, huh?
And then there was that, and then there was the was it the nut cut on the nut check?
Oh yeah,
that
Russian
game.
bow.
Yep.
Cup check. The cup check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then there
Cup
was
check.
what was it? What was it? It was that, and then there was fudge. What was the other one? It was
Knuckles,
Nux.
pennies,
Yeah.
pennies, quarters. That was y'all.
Oh, and then there was the game for the guys when the girls would. It was grab and go.
Grab and go.
Yeah, you grab her butt and without them knowing, then if they catch you, yeah, you lost.
But who really lost though?
Bro, that's harassment.
Hey, I mean, slap ass.
Look.
All right, no, I got that from off of Keegan. Keegan off of Keegan.
Now that is that's a harassment. I ain't gonna lie.
That's harassment.
But at least the penis game. At least it was funny because everybody would get a laugh out of it. Who said that?
The only one
'Cause I
that's
can only
laughing
Yeah.
is
The
the
one.
dude that got away with it, and then all his friends when he don't.
That's the point.
Because they're going to be one laughing or something, and then the teacher's automatically going to assume, oh, you the one that said
That's
it.
the
You the one
point.
that said it.
That's why it was a game, because we always knew there was always going to be that idiot that's going to go do it.
There was
And
always
everybody
that one.
else is going to be like, well, you know you can get in trouble.
Well, no. That's how they do it. They do it real quietly, like, penis. And then the next guy, penis.
And
then
then
the
you
next
just
guy,
got here.
penis. And then the next guy, penis!
No, then you hit him with the, teacher, he said penis!
Hey, I heard him. He said it. We won!
That'd be the only way you get away with it. When the teacher's like, what are y'all saying? Teacher, he said penis!
And
We
then-
won!
And then that's when we put the sunglasses up. I won this game.
Yep.
Thug life. Yeah, the thug life. Anyways.
Oh my god. Oh.
And this all started because you want to make fun of my integrity.
Ingenuity.
My contribution of antiquity to the age of discovery wasn't geographic, As early as 6th century BC, the Pythagoreans had taught the
I didn't say anything.
so you're looking at me like
Pythagorean.
did I say it right though, right? I want to make sure. I'm looking at you like, did I say it right, teacher?
Yes, kind of.
Good.
Pythagoreans.
The Pythagoreans.
The who?
The what?
The Packers.
The Packers.
The Packers, damn it. The Green Bay Packers. The Cheeseheads.
I'm dead. I'm so dead right now. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dead.
Put a gravestone on her. Tombstone on her. R.I.P. Tori.
Stick a fork in me. I'm done.
I know, right? Dang. Anyway, the Pythagoreans had taught this particularly.
Spectacularly?
No, the fatigue. Basically, they're
Oh.
talking about how the Earth.
sphericity.
They're basically saying the Earth is a sphere. It's a round circle.
The sphericity.
The sphericity of the Earth. And in the 3rd century BC, Eratosthenes
Oh, Eratosthenes.
computed its very size nearly correctly. All this had been accepted in medieval universities on the authority of Aristotle. The story that Columbus was trying to prove his theory is one of those durable falsehoods that will not disappear in the face of the evidence. No informed man of his time thought the earth was flat, period. The foremost geographer of ancient times and of the 15th century was Claudius Ptolemy of Alexandria.
You mean Ptolemy?
Ptolemy.
It's PT, like pterodactyl. It's PT.
Look, I had the same
but
problem
you got-
saying his name in Secret Destiny of
Ptolemy.
America,
But
right?
it's
I
not
know.
calming.
It's Ptolemy.
It's called glaucoma.
Glaucoma.
Of Alexandria. Anyway, was Claudius
Ptolemy. No, it's Claudius Ptolemy of Alexandria, whose guide to geographic was compiled in the 2nd century A.D., later preserved by Byzantine scholars, and printed in many Latin editions after 1475. Columbus knew the book and also the work of a lead geographer of his own time, Cardinal Pierre de Ellis, Imago Mundi, a picture of the world, written about 1410 and published in 1485. A copy survives with Columbus' marginal notes. Ptolemy made the earth smaller than Aristoteles had done and grossly overestimated in the extent of Asia. Others writers favored by Columbus, especially the Florentine scholars, Toscanelli, with whom he corresponded, brought the Asian coast even nearer to Portugal, to about where America actually was, and thus spurred the idea of sailing west to reach the east. Progress in the art of navigation came with the revival of learning. The precise origin of the magnetic compass is unknown, but the principle was known by the 12th century, and in the 15th century, mariners took to using the astrolabe and cross-staff long used by landlocked astronomers to sight stars and find the latitude staring across the open sea. However, remained a matter of dead reckoning. A ship's master set his course along a given latitude and calculated it as best as he could from the angle of the North Star, or with less certainly the sun. Estimated speed by the eye, longitude remained a matter of guesswork, since accurate timepieces were needed to obtain it. Ship's clocks were too inaccurate until the chronometer was developed in the 18th century. And with that, unless you want me to keep going.
No, I think that's a good ending.
All right, that's a good ending. Ah.
Question, Smokey?
Nope.
Not this time.
Are you sure?
Yeah, not this time.
I mean, I would like to know, when was the magnetic compass invented? It says that it's unknown, but that's been 40 years. Pretty sure we got something now.
No, probably not.
BS, I'm going to be the first one to find out.
Nope.
Around 206 BC.
Magnetics?
The first magnetic compass was first invented in ancient China.
Oh,
So,
so
of course it was in China. I mean,
China makes everything, right?
Yeah, basically. I mean, not being like.
No, don't say it. Don't say the R word. That's very oriental.
Not being stereotypical.
Oh, stereotypical. Oh, the S
I mean,
word.
not being like stereotypical to the stereotypes.
Who was it? Christopher Ptolemy, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I really wonder, what did the Indians look like? It was the who now? What did they look like? Because you never brought up a picture of them.
Well, were they Native Americans? What?
Yeah, that they lost against.
Oh, Claudius.
Claudius.
Not Christopher, Claudius. Alright.
Paul and Molly.
Ptolemy, the Alexandrian. Okay, how do I click on the picture and it, does this to me? Okay. Well.
Because we have many pictures of Ptolemy.
Well, there we go. That's apparently what Ptolemy.
You look like a scribe.
Yeah.
You look
kind of like a scribe.
You look high as hell. I mean, look how he bent that finger, you know what I'm saying?
Could you just imagine if he was...
I mean,
if he was
how is he holding his finger like this?
Look, here it is. No, it's like that. See?
Back away.
Look, that
So,
away. I'm
Newfoundland-
gonna point at you.
Alright, so the Native Americans. The Native Americans of Newfoundland and Labrador is home to 3 distinct indigenous groups. The Inuit, the Innu, and the Mi'kmaq.
I've only heard of the Inuit and the Innu.
The Inuit have made Labrador their home for centuries and are descendants of the Thule Inuit. Ooh, Thule. This is where it wraps back into. Again, where history just like continues to connect. Because the whole thing with the Greeks, the typhus and Thule no longer being the ultimate rule of the seas or the world anymore, that was the Greeks. That's Greek mythology.
That's right.
And so with the Greeks and the natives, as it said in the previous chapter, or in the chapter point that we made, how the Greeks and the natives had come together at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool. And the Mi'kmaq people have lived and traveled throughout Newfoundland for generations. The province has two First Nation groups. The Mi'kmaq living on the island of Newfoundland, the Innu living in central and northern Labrador. And that province has 3 reserves. So 3 different Native American reserves.
I can't wait to learn about the Canadian Blackfoot.
So this is a picture of the seal hunting peoples. It kind of looks. They kind of look like Eskimo, almost. But not quite. That's pretty cool. Looks like a picture of the same tribes people. Right here.
Yeah, for $69, $80, $98.
That's my great.
I hate off of Walmart, y'all.
That's my great grandpa right there.
Where'd you buy
messed
that
up if
from?
somebody like actually tried to pose that as like their ancestors.
That's my ancestors. I'm Eskimo.
Like if it really was their ancestors, then that's cool. But like if somebody like it wasn't and they tried to pose it, that'd be like pretty messed up.
No, that's what you call cultural appropriation.
Or is it?
No, it's not. Yes, it is.
That's pretty cool.
Or is
So what is the chronometer?
Mm-hmm.
Chronometer? Oh.
It's a watch. The chronologue.
What did you say?
The chronologue.
Oh, so that's why that some clocks, have those little little clocks on it. That's pretty cool. That's a tribute to the way that the old chronometers.
Yeah, chronometers.
That's pretty cool. Marine chronometer. Oh, I guess that's a modern day thing.
We'll put old timey ones.
Yeah, I'm looking for old timey ones, but that's enough time in the Matrix.
Ooh-wee.
So with that, the episode has come to a close. Join us again next week on Thursday for another episode of America and Narrative History 1.3.
And I'll be the one that will be reading that. A lot more of Sounding Good Dudes.
Yes, and on Monday, another next week episode, we will be reading the Silence Do Good letters 6 through 8.
6 through 8?
Yep, 6 through 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, stick around and stay tuned, and remember to always live life with eyes wide open. And thanks y'all so much for all the love and support. Keep sharing the videos, keep leaving us comments, keep leaving us likes, and we'll see y'all on the next one.
Shaka Khan! Yeah, dude! Right! Yeah!